freelancing gives you more money. The second way freelancing saved my life. Before I made the jump to freelancing, I worked as a data analyst for Heineken, earning around 5K per month. And when I made the jump to freelancing, working for a big bank in Holland, I literally tripled my income overnight. I earned 15K a month as a freelance data analyst. And sure, maybe you have some extra costs as a freelancer, but you still run on like 90-95% margin. But it gets even better because as a freelancer, you're a business. And as a business, you can buy things and write them off as business expenses. Plus, you don't have to pay any VAT, value-added tax. For me, this meant I could buy a brand new MacBook with a 20% discount because that's the VAT I don't have to pay as a business. But then I can also write it off as a business expense, so I have to pay less taxes every year. Basically, as a freelancer, business, you always have a huge discount on the things you need for your business. If you're a little creative, that can be a lot of things. And a lot of people don't realize this. But okay, I sometimes get the counter argument, cool, but as a freelancer, you also have a high risk. You have to take care of your own pension, your own retirement, your own insurance, buffers for when you're sick, and they're 100% correct. But that's exactly another reason freelancing can save your life. It did for me, because you also have more control over your income. Let me explain. As a regular employee, your employer basically chooses where to invest a part of your income for your retirement. A pension fund, for example. One of the biggest pension funds in Holland is called the ABP, and they have an average ROI of 6% over the last 20 years. However, if you had control over what to invest your money in for retirement, this is what you could have invested in. Invested in an index fund like the S&P 500, you would have double the ROI, 12% yearly ROI over the last 20 years. Invested in gold, 10.5% ROI. Invested in real estate, 4.3%, plus the monthly passive income you get, the rental income. Invested in Bitcoin, 647% since inception, yearly ROI. But the difference from the 6% of the biggest Dutch pension fund, the ABP, and the 12% of the S&P 500 literally means millions in difference at retirement age, let alone if you would have invested in Bitcoin or something else. But it gets way better than that. What if instead of investing in a pension fund, in the S&P 500, Bitcoin, real estate, gold, what if you invest the money in your own business, in yourself? Because just like I said before, that's exactly what I did. I used the money that I should have used for a pension fund to buy gear for my YouTube channel. And guess what? Guess how much money I made last month and the months before with my creative business? More than $40,000. I hit one of my best months ever, which is 10 times more than one of the last salaries I had as a regular data analyst, as a regular employee, I mean. Insane. But for that to happen, I had to invest so much money into coaches, into courses, into gear, into freelancers I worked with, my studio, building out my team. And it was all possible because I had the control to invest my income however I wanted to invest it in.